May I come in, sir?
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
sir.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
What is your name?
So my name is Mahi Sharma.
Okay, Miss Mahi, 2 attempts. How
Yes,
many
sir.
have you cleared? Means clear also or first time now?
Sir, it is overall my second attempt at UPSC, but it was my first mains and first interview.
Now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Please tell us about yourself.
So my name is Mahi Sharma and I belong to Dhar district of Madhya Pradesh. My higher education is from Indore, that is my graduation is from Holkar Science College Indore. I have been playing volleyball during my college times and also engaged in debate and speech competitions but in Hindi language, and after that, that is after 2021, I have been preparing for UPSC and it's my first interview at UPSC.
Thank you.
Ms. Mahi Sharma,
Yes, sir.
you are teaching deprived children.
Yes, sir.
Are you still teaching them?
No, sir, I was part of this program during my college time.
So how long did you teach them?
So for 1.5 years, I used to teach them 1 hour daily.
And who are these deprived children?
So in particularly in this case, these deprived children belong to a nearby basti where I used to live. This basti was behind my college and the children were already engaged in child labor. So we recognized that these children need education. So we told them that you must come 1 hour to our college daily. After our formal college time, we'll teach you. So these were the children.
So how many children would come?
So 15 to 20 children used to come initially, but after looking them, another children of that basti only, they also got interest in studying. So at last there were 40 to 45 children to whom we used to teach.
Who had no education earlier?
So some of them were enrolled in government schools, but they were enrolled only symbolically, like they don't used to go to school regularly. So some students were enrolled also, and some were they were not enrolled in school.
What was the age group generally?
So the age group ranged from 5-6 years to 12-13 years.
Okay. And what was the level of their understanding when you taught them? Did they understand what you were teaching them?
So initially their level was low because they didn't used to go to school, but as I was part of this program for 1.5 years, so I saw that at end their understanding level increased. They started to solve the mathematical operations of their class level with ease, so their level increased at end.
You've seen the ACER report,
Yes, sir.
which says that children from 8, 9, 14, 15 years can't read or solve simple arithmetic of class 2.
Yes.
Were these deprived children better than that?
Pardon, sir?
Were these deprived children better than those who could not read and write as per the ACER report?
So, if we compare these children with the outcomes of ACER report, initially they were not well off, but their practice for 1.5 years, the duration in which I have seen them, at the end many of them started to read the text in English, also in Hindi also, and they also started to perform mathematical operations of their class level.
So how did you ensure sustainability of this teaching program? You left after a year and a half. Who else are these children still being taught?
Sir, in this program, the students of Master of Social Works of Ajim Premji University, they asked the college student for volunteering purposes. So I was also volunteer in that. So after when I left college, so my juniors are still.
So it's sustainable.
Yes, sir.
It's being sustained.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell us the findings of the ACER report.
So the recently released annual survey of education report says that after COVID, the enrollment ratio in government schools have increased, but more than 50% of the children belonging to 5th, 6th and 7th class, they are not able to solve the arithmetic expressions and read the text of 2nd and 3rd class. So these are the two main findings I can.
Have they suggested any reform?
So the reforms that they have suggested is that increase the quality of infrastructure in the schools, then reduce the teachers absenteeism and promote teachers training, that is regular training of teachers, and also there should be regular outcome monitoring process also.
Is there anything else you want to suggest to improve the learning outcomes?
So as far as my opinion is concerned, I will suggest these following things. The learning should be mixed with sports to increase the mental ability of the students. Second would be teachers assessment is also required along with the students assessment. So these will be two solutions which I would like to suggest in this
Okay,
regard.
now tell me, India is now the largest, is the most populous country in the world.
Yes.
What are the advantages?
So today we are having an estimated population of 140 crore, and the advantages are as follows. Firstly, we are standing at the age of demographic dividend, where we have more than 60% youth population, and if we channelize their energy, then will become the biggest economic space as well as technical, we can become the biggest economic space and technical power in the world. The second advantage is that we have human resource. We can act as a market. We can attract FDI investments because we have large number of engineering and commerce graduates also. And so in this we must think that 140 crore is not only a population, but 140 crore means 140 crore minds. If we channelize the ideas of these 140 crore in the development of India, so surely we can become a developed country by 2047.
How can you channelize all the 140 crore?
So yes sir, it's a difficult task, but it's achievable task. There we have to reform our certain systems like education system, especially in higher education. We have to link the industry, we have to establish the linkage between industry and academia, where in higher education systems our students get education which is appropriated as per the industry terms. Second, we would have to ensure the innovation and research environment in our country, and very recently 1 lakh crore allocation has been done for research in a budget, and also the establishment of National Research Foundation. Second, sir, we have to encourage the entrepreneurship environment in country, which we are doing through Mudra schemes. And fourth will be, sir, women empowerment, and we are doing it through encouraging the self-help groups where women are coordinated, where women coordinate and cooperate and they emerge as entrepreneurs. And fifth will be, sir, we have to focus on youth power because it is our immense potential and energy, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Mahi Sharma,
Yes, sir.
what exactly do you mean by population dividend?
Sir, I am aware of the term demographic dividend, but
Tell me what you mean by demographic dividend.
So demographic dividend is a situation where we can actualize and realize the benefits of the especially
Of
the
a large
Yes,
population.
sir.
But is it happening? I think that the large population is becoming a handicap.
Yes, sir. As far
Why?
as India is concerned, this large population is a challenge before us because of the.
You were speaking of the
Yes.
demographic dividend, but in reality, don't you think it's a handicap? It's a big millstone around the neck.
Yes, sir.
So, now that you have so many people, what do you do with them?
Pardon, sir. Can you please?
Now that the population is there are people. What should the country do with them?
So the steps I would suggest would be, first of all, we must have a roadmap. That is, we must have a plan.
Tell me what plan.
Yes, sir. And the plan should incorporate all the areas, that is economic area, health area, research area. First, if I go into health area, for example, we have 59% of anemic adult women. We have to focus on them, and we are focusing on them by increasing nutrition levels through food.
Leave the women. What do we do with these uneducated young men who are not contributing anything to the development of the country? What should be done to them?
So if we consider the young uneducated young men, we can engage them, though they have not technical educations, but we can channelize them through PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana, where we can teach them very temporary and very small level works and
So
engage
there is a need
them.
to train them.
Yes.
At the moment, this big population is not really trained. So don't you think that there should be a focus of each state administration in this direction?
Yes, sir, we require their focus.
Suppose you're in the IAS and the Madhya Pradesh cadre, what concrete steps would you take to upgrade the level of the manpower that is available?
The steps I would take will be, first, proper implementation of the existing government schemes. For example, I mentioned PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana and SHG bank linkage. Second will be, I will focus on the health parameters, because degrading health is a obstacle in achieving development. So the health parameters will be my second objective. Third will be sir, I can ask to the retired personals in my district if they want to contribute to teaching of the uneducated school students or uneducated young men. So these steps I would like to take.
Okay,
sir.
suppose you get the foreign service.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, in the foreign service, you are allotted a foreign language other than English, and you're sent abroad to a country where that language is spoken. Which language would you like to get? And where would you like to go?
So other than English and Hindi, all languages are equal for me.
So I'm
because
asking, look, you're not answering my question.
Yes, sir.
I've asked you a question.
Yes, sir.
You have to answer me. Which language would you choose? Of course, other than English, because English is not considered a language which an Indian student has to go and learn. What language would you choose?
So I would like to choose any African language, sir.
So, you are still not answering my question. I'm asking you which language. Tell me the African language which you would like to. Tell me some African languages.
Sir, sorry, I am not aware of the names of African language, sir.
You're not aware of them. Well,
Names
then
of-
why do you say I'll choose them?
Sir, I have reason, as you asked that why should I choose them. So if I choose African language, it means that my working area, most of the time of my working area will be in Africa, as per my understanding. And today India is focusing on Africa. We want to create relationships with all the countries in Africa.
Okay, I went to Africa for my first posting, but it was North Africa, Egypt, where I learned Arabic. Would you like to learn Arabic?
Yes, sir.
How are India's relations with the Arab countries?
So at present time, India has sound relationships with Arab countries, sir.
With all of them?
So about bilateral relations, I am not very sure about it.
Yes,
the
we have good
bilateral- Yes, a good
relations.
overall we have good
Now-
relations.
Which Arab country would you think is our closest partner at the moment?
Our closest partner at the moment. So I will pitch for UAE.
Now, good. What are our interests in UAE?
So at first will be a diplomatic interest, that is UAE can act as a voice for India in OIC, that is Organization of Islamic Council. Second would be our
Organization of Islamic Conference. Okay, move
sorry
on.
sir, I pardon.
Then,
Second would be, sir, our as our economy is growing, so we need oil. So we can.
source of oil. Okay, two.
Yes, sir. So second is that we.
Three. You've done two.
Sorry, sir. Third is that we have seen that China is trying to enter the West Asia area. So having good relationships with UAE, we can balance the situation, sir. So this will be my.
Is that all? How many Indians live in UAE?
So I am not aware of the exact number, but the other advantage could be that we have an FTA, recently signed an FTA with UAE, so it will help in increasing the market and business and trade between both the countries.
Now, suppose you're posted to one of India's neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Which neighbor would you like to choose? I'm giving you all the choice. The ministry will not. They will just dump you somewhere. I'm giving you the choice.
So I'd like to go with Nepal, sir.
Nepal, very good. Now, are there some problems in our relations with Nepal?
So recently some problems have emerged in our relationship.
Like which ones?
So the first one I could think of is the Madhesi issue, where
Okay.
Nepal thought that we are entering in their internal politics.
That's what, the Madhesi issue.
Yes, sir. Second is China issue, that is China is trying to enter in that.
Okay.
Third is the water issues, like Mahakali River treaty that they...
Is there a border dispute?
yes, so the border dispute emanates out of the Mahakali issue
Okay,
only.
okay.
So this would be the third issue.
Why does that border dispute come up? What actually does the river do?
So as per the, I'm not aware of the exact name of treaty, but as per the treaty which was made between by Britishers, they said that the Mahakali River will mark the boundary between Nepal and India, and the area west to it would be Nepal. So today Nepal is saying that the source of Mahakali River is somewhere east of a present source, means it is trying to aim at a tri-junction area between China, India and Nepal, which is also one of the strategic area for India for from defense point of view and for cultural point of view. It is a gateway to Kailash Yatra for our cultural...
You say China's influence in Nepal. Who's the Prime Minister of Nepal and which party is he from?
Sir, there is a coalition government in Nepal today, and the Prime Minister is Mr. Prachanda.
His full name? And he's from which party?
Sorry, sir, I
Okay.
am not aware.
Last question. Since we are talking about China, we speak of China's debt trap diplomacy.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
So debt trap diplomacy is a kind of diplomacy where China provides loans to different countries with the aim that it will try to capture its territorial assets if the countries are not able to repay the loans. For example, it is captured...
Why do they take the loan from China?
So there are following reasons why do the countries take the loan from China. First is the economic situation of the country. The country faces the economic challenges, and third is the second is that China does not require... China gives them unconditional loan, means it does not require
Any countries
conditions.
which have got into the Chinese debt trap diplomacy?
Yes, our southern neighbor Sri Lanka, it has ceded its
Any other?
Hambantota port, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Pakistan.
Oh, sorry, sir, I could not recall it.
Okay, Miss Mahi, you are a volleyball player.
Yes, sir.
Good. And I have been volleyball player.
Yes, sir.
So tell me the width of the line in the volleyball court.
So it is 9 meters, sir.
Width of the line.
So which line are you specifically? A take line?
No, boundary, any line.
So as far as the court is concerned, whole court, it is 18 into 9 meter. So the length is 18 meter and the width of the court is 9 meter. And if a take line from the center line is considered, so the width is the 3 meter between a take line and the center line, sir.
My question is, what is the width of the line? Not width of the court. You are telling me the width of the court, volleyball court. I am asking width of the line.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about the width of the boundary line.
Yeah. Boundary line or there are inside line also.
Sorry, sir.
There is central line, there is another line. What is the distance from the central line to the first line on either side?
So it is 3 meters, sir.
3 meters. Good. And what is the height of the net?
So it differs for men and women. For men it is 2.47 meters and for women it is 2.4 meters.
2.4.
Yes, sir.
I see. You should just check up. They are not correct. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Tell me, should I ask weight of the volleyball also?
So it is about 250 grams, sir.
250 grams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are also, you have done BSc Computer Science, Physics and Mathematics, etc. What is algorithm in computers?
So algorithm in simple words is a plan that it is a planned structure of something, so that if we want to execute something, prior to that we will form a planned structure of it. So algorithm is that, sir.
What is the objective? Why algorithms are made? They are step by step
Yes, sir.
instructions. For what?
So the objectives of algorithm are if efficiency, avoidance of error. So these two objectives comes to my mind.
Okay, its objective is to solve a problem. Okay. So now you know what is algorithm, and it is to solve a problem.
Yes, sir.
So now you tell me whether organisms are also like algorithm?
Organisms.
Yeah, including human beings.
Yes, sir. As we plan step-by-step procedures, it means that we like algorithms in our daily lives.
No, we plan, but other organisms don't plan. They simply are in search of food only.
So I'd like to differ here. If we take the example of, say, tiger, when it hunts, it does not suddenly hunt. It waits for the prey. It waits for the position of the prey. It hides itself in the bushes and then waits for the correct time to run, and with what speed it should run.
So it has algorithm.
Yes, sir.
It is like algorithm.
Yes, sir.
What about our internal working, organs working, like digestive system?
So it also works on an algorithm. For example, as we eat food, its digestion becomes starts
So
in the mouth.
are we only algorithm or something more than algorithm?
So our algorithm is assisted by our emotions and our minds, sir.
If an algorithm is driving a autonomous car,
Yes, sir.
so can that, what is the difference? A human driver is driving and algorithm is driving a car. What is the difference between the two?
So the difference would be the difference of situational intellectualism. Algorithm is a pre-planned thing, and if any situation arises which has not been planned in the algorithm, so there would be difference of responses, sir.
No, otherwise also can algorithm enjoy the scenery which comes on the way?
Sorry, sir?
Scenery,
No, sir.
beautiful valley comes in,
algorithm cannot
but human
enjoy all these
driver
things.
can enjoy?
Yes, and so one difference could be like, for example, if a human is driving a car and say if an ambulance is stuck in the traffic, so as being a human, we'll try to give way to the ambulance. But if
So
this
that
emotion
can be
is
part of the algorithm that okay, if ambulance comes, give the way. That is not a issue.
yes, sir, but that would be on the basis of the planned information. But
So in addition to intelligence, which algorithm has and we also have, what is that we have and algorithm doesn't have?
so emotions, that is, we have, an algorithm does not have.
Okay, good. Now tell me, you have public speaking in Hindi.
Yes, sir.
So what are the qualities of a good public speech?
So the qualities, according to me, of a good public speech are it should represent correct facts. It should complete the demand of the topic. It should be like that the audience is continuously interested in listening the speech, and it should not deviate too much from the topic. It should have poetic phrases to increase the interest of the audience, and this would be the 4 qualities I would suggest for a good public speech.
Good. How to make a public speech interesting? Beginning, particularly, starting of it.
So starting, according to me, sir, how I used to make it interesting is that first of all we need to understand the demand of the audience. For example, if the
Let us say demand students are there
students are there.
who are graduates.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would suggest that we should start by greeting them in their own mother tongue, sir. So they will feel a connect with us. First would be this. If they are graduates and if they are from same college, we can then go with the praising of their college and the history of their college and the milestones their college have set up and
Okay,
what
good,
they
good, good. That is, you tell me now, I'll give a statement. You just comment on that.
Yes.
Agree, disagree, or what? Why? Marriage is an antisocial institution. This is the title of a book in sociology. Marriage is an antisocial institution. What do you think?
Sir, I would disagree on it, sir.
Why?
So, my point of disagreement is that as far as Indian society is concerned, marriage is a basic structure and institution of Indian society on the basis of which Indian society is continuing since long. It is a structure which recruits members in the society by way of
But
reproduction.
the argument of the book is it breeds nepotism. It makes family loyalties more than in the society at large, because for family you do anything, whether their family members are wrong or right. So these kind of things are not good for the development of the society. It creates biases.
So, I think that this point of author is based on the difference of socialization that we get in our families, sir, and the socialization depends on the values,
No, but
beliefs
you
that
see
we other.
here even in politics you see it, political leaders' son is given the ticket preferentially and all that, this nepotism.
So,
Even in business there is nepotism.
pardon, sir?
Even in business there is a nepotism. Had there not been family, then they would not have been favoring this or that. Merit would have been there.
Yes, sir, we are facing this challenge of nepotism in the fields as you mentioned, like politics and business. But sir, I think that today we are coming up with merit principles in all these
No,
spheres.
I am only talking about the family, whether family should be abolished or not. Family is because there is a marriage. So if there is no marriage, then there is no family.
So I think that family should not be abolished, sir.
Should not. Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Mahi,
Yes, sir.
at one time, Madhya Pradesh along with UP and Bihar and other states was one of the Bimaru states.
Yes, sir.
Today, Madhya Pradesh is not.
Yes, sir.
UP continues. What advice you would like to give to UP to be out of that list?
So the advice which I would like to give first would be focus on industries, as West Madhya Pradesh has focused on industries and the centers like Pithampur, Indore. So we have been successful to reduce poverty in West Madhya Pradesh. So first advice would be industrialization and to attract investments from other countries also.
What kind of industries you will not tell them?
I will not tell them.
Yeah, which industries?
Which
you will tell
industries?
the
Yes.
names of industries
Yes,
also
sir.
or not?
Yes, this could be the assembly line industries, this could be the manufacturing industries and local industries promoting the GI tag products, giving employment to the local people there.
That they are doing already. Okay, then what next?
So second would be to have measures to control population growth there, because as we have large populations, so poverty levels can increase. So to control the population. Third would be to focus on the health parameters, because out of pocket expenditure on health increases poverty level and so reduces the standard of life. And third would be investing on education, especially on girls education, and the scheme which I would suggest, that is Madhya Pradesh is carrying forward, like they give free of cost bicycles to the higher secondary and higher level girls so that they could travel from home to schools.
Does it help?
Yes, it has increased the enrollment ratio and the continuance ratio in the higher and higher secondary education.
Okay. Sociology is your subject. Tell me how to eradicate violence against women in the society.
So first of all, there have to be a consensus build up, and there must be a common consciousness that women is at par with men. There can be a difference of biology, but there can't be an inequality in the capabilities and the opportunities. Second would be, sir, liberalizing the patriarchal notions of a society which restricts the life chances and choices of a woman. Third will be the phenomena of gender socialization that we see in our family, where the girl child are treated differently and boy child is treated differently. So this has to be done away, and it has to be made more equal. Second would be to eliminate the nutritional inequality in our families. We see that boys get nutritious food and girls do not get that much nutritious food.
Let's listen to her.
Sir, reflected in the higher anemia levels of the adolescent girls in India, that is up to 59%. So this would be the steps which we can take sociologically to for women empowerment, sir.
Tell me, what is the outlay under NREGA in the current budget, interim budget?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of the exact outlay.
Okay, if I go to the panchayat and I am a village fellow for work, and if they don't give it to me, what is the remedy available to me?
Pardon, sir, can you please repeat the question?
Can a worker demand work from panchayat under NREGA? No.
Sir, as far as I know, the workers are selected on the basis of Gram Sabha's recommendation that he should be or she should be involved in.
So thank you so much, Ms. Mahi. Our discussion with you is over. Kindly wait outside for a few minutes. We'll call you for a feedback.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.